Today's message is brought to you by one of the greatest philosophers of certainly my generation, and I'd argue probably of all time. You may or may not have heard of him. You probably have heard of him, or at least heard from him. Great man, full of knowledge, full of wisdom, and dropped a real good nugget on me this morning and one of our friends in the back. His name is Mr. J. Uh, Mr. J really said something profound this morning, though, that I think all of us need to hear. And it actually hit me really good because it was something that I just learned. Isn't it cool, by the way, that you can learn new things no matter how old you are or like what you do for a career or in school or anything? Like you can always learn new things. Mr. J reminded me of something that I learned just recently. And I really want to express it to you guys too, because you might be in the same position that I was where you didn't think this was true, but it is true for all of us. And I'll tell you what it is. All right. So Mr. J was talking about basically you need to want more for you. You need to want more for you. And for me, that was something that I've been coming into lately in my thought process. And I was like, yeah, but that kind of sounds selfish, And I'm not a selfish person, and that kind of sounds like, I'm greedy and all that. And I don't want to come off that way, or I don't want people to think of me that way. And I just, I'm uncomfortable with that. But then I got to thinking, man, dang, why not? Like, why shouldn't I want more? Why shouldn't I want more for myself? Why shouldn't I want more? And when we say more, and Mr. J made this very clear, more can mean anything. More can mean more success, more, physically you want to improve, emotionally you want to improve, more money, better job, better education, all the things. You should want more. You should have those standards for yourself. And if you stop wanting more, then really you're just kind of, you've just stayed in one spot. And, for some people, that's an okay place. But right now, for anybody listening to this video, I'm guessing you want more, right? And if you're young enough, if you achieve more, then the more you have, the more that the people who, if you have kids later on, you have a family, or you support family members or whatever the case is, if you have more, they have more. And that's a big deal, right? Providing for the next generation or providing for your kids or whoever. That's a big deal. And you should want more. So that conversation sparked this morning because we were talking about basically, when in the job that we do, and certainly that Mr. J does, and whatever staff are sitting with you watching this video right now, maybe Miss Jolynn's in there as well, Miss Wendy, they should want more. Any of us who are doing this type of job, we should want more. We should always want to learn. We should always want to do better. We should always want to help better and learn as much as we possibly can and evolve to be the best that we can, because ultimately it's about helping, the people who we just love helping, which is you guys. And that's part of breaking a cycle. Wanting more and doing more and achieving more so you can give more is cycle breaking, baby. That it is. Cycle breaking 101. There it is. I had to get out of a different mindset, though, because I had to switch it from like wanting more is greedy to wanting more is a good thing. Like wanting more is ambition and drive and motivation. We got to have it. We have to have that. If we got, if we don't have that, then we're not going to live the life that we want. So I encourage you guys all to just, first off, understand that you deserve more. That's a big one, right? Because a lot of us have these views of ourselves that we're not deserving of more, and we should be grateful for whatever, and we'll be fine just, kind of staying down here at this level. But really, man, you deserve it. So think about that first. Think about concentrating and reminding yourself, I'm worth more, always. Had a hard conversation with one of you the other day, and I think I already mentioned it in the video, but one of you who's been very inspirational to me, and again has taught me a lot actually in the past few days and weeks. But you were considering apologizing to a parent who hurt you. So essentially apologizing to make them feel better, right? which I was there. I was definitely there, and that whole theme struck me really, really hard, and it got me. I started speaking passionately and got emotional, and I had to say, that's not your job. You don't owe that. You should want an apology. You should want the people who are supposed to take care of you and nurture you and love you. They should be the ones giving you that apology and then improving on their actions, breaking that cycle and making things better, because that's their job as a parent. That's my job as a parent. To do that for my kids if I ever come into those situations. So first, understanding that it's okay to say, no, I deserve this. I'm the one who was failed or hurt or not taken care of well or taught or anything like that. Understand that you're worth it. Know your worth. We say that a lot, right? But then two, want more. Always want more. It's a good thing. I promise. It's not selfish, and a lot of you guys are so unselfish that it's going to feel unnatural. I know it did for me, and I still kind of cringe a little bit when I say it, but you're worth it. I'm worth it. We're all worth it, right? We're doing the work. We're breaking cycles, man. We should want more. We want to break that cycle, and then wanting more, we want to make new cycles, because we're cycle breakers. Always and forever, we are cycle breakers. See ya.